Alright, intro. Ready? 3, 2, 1. What's up, everybody? It's Jay and Bay, and today we're going to talk about the obvious, our long-distance relationship. So we've been in a long-distance relationship for almost 2 years now, and a lot of people want to know, how do we do it? How do we do it, babe? Okay, we actually have questions and we'll answer them directly. So I feel like we argue more when we're not together, to be honest, baby. We have a lot of arguments on the phone. Like, you'll be like, I gotta go, or I gotta go to work, or I gotta go do this and do that, and you leave and it's like, I can't talk to you because you're not by Wi-Fi and shit like that. So I get mad when I don't get enough time.
I know you're not doing that shit, so that doesn't worry me.
I am worried. I am really worried. Like, I am insecure to an extent, and I've been cheated on a lot. So for me, this is probably harder than it is for him, because I just know that he's very fucking sexy. And there's like mad women on this fucking island that are so thirsty, and they just want a piece of what I got, regardless if you think they do or not, because he thinks nobody fucking wants him. But I know the truth. And I get jealous a lot. Like,
sometimes I feel lonely, yes, but you know, I know that I'm gonna see you in a couple of days, so I can just sleep it off, you know what I mean?
The good thing is he answers his fucking phone. Like, there's almost never a time where he doesn't answer his phone. So that gives me peace of mind a whole lot. So if you're in a long distance relationship and there's a lot of times you don't answer your phone, you're causing problems in your relationship. My honey never turns his phone off. If I'm calling, he's always answering, even if he's at work or in the fucking bar or wherever, he always answers his phone, and that gives me a lot of peace.
No, I never.
You're just so confident.
I never have any doubt, babe.
Did you have doubts like this wouldn't work? Not just me as your girlfriend, but like the distance.
No, because you have to build something if you want it to work.
What if I like didn't have money and couldn't come to see you and shit?
I would try to pay the bills for you to come. No?
Oh, you're so sweet. I feel like the number one thing is communication and making time. Like, the time that we spend on the phone is like equal to our in-person time. So that's really all we have.
I feel more than love. I feel extra love. You call me up, you text me, you put me up on your Facebook, you write something nice about me.
I feel the same way. I like when you put me up. I'm gonna show these other bitches. The excitement of going to see them, being able to like just be away from your normal life, and a lot of people live with their spouse and they never get a break from them. So the fact that we're away, we're able to miss each other, and like, I feel like we love each other a lot more because we don't see each other enough, or a lot, right?
And I can't get to squeeze you, kiss you, feel you.
Just being able to be next to your loved one, and like being able to touch them and hold them and kiss them and all the other good stuff, just going out with them. It's like we have to rely on a stupid phone to feel connected. We try to see each other at least once a month or once every 2 months. Well, not just one day, but like I'll come for like a week, or between 1 week and 2 weeks. That's where we're at right now. But in the beginning, it wasn't as much. We each got like another job or another hustle, and stopped doing some of the stuff that we used to do as far as like recreational spending, just spending on stuff that's like not important. Your job isn't flexible, so that's why you're not able to come see me as much, but I have a flexible job, thank God. I just work a lot. It's like the times that I'm not seeing him, I'm working like a lot so that I can come to see him for like 1 or 2 weeks at a time, because I already worked so much in the little bit of time that I am home. I just pay my bills in advance and then I come to see you. It's hard, like I get stressed out, like I just count down, but it's like you just waiting. It's something to look forward to. Like when you at work for the 16th hour of the day, you're just like, fuck, I can't wait to get there. And it's rough, like it's really rough. People just see me come here and I'm just like living the life, but they don't realize that I put in all these hours and I'm just like so stressed out and I just sacrifice. A lot of times people ask me to go out and I'm just like, no, I don't have the money, I can't go, I can't buy this, I can't do that. Sometimes I don't get my hair done, I don't get my nails done. It's just like, it's a sacrifice. So
Gotta make sure you get your hairs and your nails done.
It's not that important to me. Like I feel like I just get dressed up when I'm around you.
Yes.
More relationship like things.
Relationship stuff. Getting to know what I like, what I don't like. Getting to know how to cook my chicken.
As far as you showing me that you can handle your business and handle just being, you know, a real man and being a provider, you've shown me that a lot this year. As far as long distance, obviously you guys are gonna probably stay together when you go to see, you know, your other half, and that's one thing I wouldn't do if I was just in a regular relationship. I feel like I live here, so I get to see how you are in your house and see how you do things in the house, and we get to be like we're living together basically, so it's a lot deeper connection. But island life is very laid back as opposed to the fast-paced city life. Y'all living in the fucking Stone Ages. Like, the Wi-Fi is fucking terrible. The cost of living here in the Cayman Islands is very fucking high. I definitely never spent so much time with a Jamaican before. I picked up a lot of his lingo. Like, he says things that before, I'm like, what is that? I have to ask him sometimes, like, what is that? Because you say things and it's not the same word as I would use. Like this, we call this wife beaters in the States, or even a tank top. He calls it a marina. I've never heard nobody call that shit a marina before.
It is. It is a marina.
When he was like, pass me my marina, I'm like, what is a marina?
It's a marina.
No, it's a wife beater.
You can't say that to a Jamaican. Like, pass me a white beater. Like, what the fuck? What is that?
He drinks tea in the morning. I drink cold water.
No, tea is good in the morning.
And he thinks he's gonna feed our kids all these traditional Jamaican dishes, and he's not. We're not eating cow foot and chicken foot.
That's good food.
I know that he's caught on to some of my words too. Like, say it, baby.
You're looking like a snap, baby. Oh my God.
So he says little stuff. And I'll say little stuff. Like, I find myself speaking patois to him all the time, or trying to at least, but I'm still catching on. I would probably not speak patois to like another Jamaican. I was like, they'll probably look at me like, what the fuck is she talking about? Babe, really? My shit is bad? It's bad?
It's not bad, but you know, you get in there.
Oh, God.
Below our home, we're getting our first baby sometimes next year.
I'm glad that you just planning this without me. Trying to knock me up all day.
You're probably celebrating at home. You know what I mean?
We don't even know. Then I would love to have like a little gathering for him, like a welcome party. You have to be dedicated to like just making sure you communicate and consistent. That's one thing, like I feel like men have never been that Delroy was consistent from like day one. Like not a day went by that I didn't really talk to him. I would definitely say communication is the number one thing.
The moment you start to find excuse, then stuff is wrong.
Communication, dedication, save your money, try to see each other as often as possible, and when you do see each other, make the most of the time that you are together. Meaning, do new things, see how they react to different things, try to figure out what they actually like, because it's like, time is really limited, so it's hard. It's hard, and you have to move a lot faster than a regular relationship when you're in a long distance relationship, because you only got that little bit of time that you're seeing them. That is it. So we will see you guys next time. So